be, do, have versus have, do, be.
A lot of people just go through life with no target, no destination. It's like a ship leaving a port without a destination. They'll end up wherever the freaking wind blows. You have to act as if, believe it in your heart, believe it with all of your soul that that is happening, and that'll put you in the vibration to go and do the actual activities that will lead to that result.
Act as if and fake it till you make it are two different phrases in a sense, and sometimes people say it, fake it till you make it, and they mean act as if.
One is external, seeking external validation, which is fake it till you make it. Acting as if is internally feeling validated.
You do have to put yourself in the frame of identity, be the person that you want to be, do the actions, and have the results.
100%, you have to believe before you actually see it in the physical world, because everything exists in our mind before it's created in reality. Say that in different types of fashions, but we create our reality with our thoughts.
There's a question that people have asked before, so it has to do with success. So let's talk about it. It's the identity shift that's required to have success.
All right.
So let's talk about this topic. There's a few different ways people normally, attain success, and there's a lot of people that are like, like I need to see it to believe it, or, I need to like this and that. So what are your thoughts on this? Go ahead.
They don't want to fake it till they make it.
Yeah.
A lot of people will feel like if I could just get this, then I could get that. If I could develop to this level, then I'll make this income. Or if I do this activity, I'll get this result. But you have to believe it in your mind first. You have to believe it with all of your heart and with passion behind it. And then you'll naturally start to do those things that align with your belief system. So if you believe that you're a 7-figure earner already, you'll act as if. Whereas if you say, I'm going to go ahead and try and do the activities to become a 7-figure earner, you're not that in your mind. You're chasing that in your mind. So you haven't already attracted that feeling into your mind. So you have to put yourself in the feeling of what you feel like with the result. They actually talk about this, the church I go to, with regard to praying.
Okay.
So they say, pray as if it's already been. So like you go into like a quiet place and you pray to God, and you're supposed to have the feeling that it's already been given to you by God.
Okay.
That you're putting yourself in the state that you've already felt that victory or whatever it is that you're praying for, and then that'll help to attract that into your life.
Nice.
It's actually how prayer is taught.
Yep.
So I think it all kind of goes hand in hand with success, with business. You have to act as if, believe it in your heart, believe it with all of your soul that that is happening, and that'll put you in the vibration to go and do the actual activities that will lead to that result.
Yes. And I mean, it goes to go a little bit further than that, is what I was trying to say, is there's a lot of people that sometimes see this from like entrepreneurs, or let's say a normal 9-to-5 person working at a 7-Eleven or working at a Walmart. Sometimes they have this pessimistic view on this whole thought process because they think that it's being phony, or they think fake it till you make it is phony or something, and I'll share my own experience. When I first heard this fake it till you make it, I don't personally love the phrase fake it till you make it, because it's not like, I don't think you should go out there and cap and like lie to people or things like that about, having things that you don't have or things like that. There's a difference in that mentality than also waking up and operating as if a 7-figure earner would.
Act as if.
Act as if, exactly. So act as if and fake it till you make it are two different phrases in a sense. And sometimes people say it, fake it till you make it, and they mean act as if. They're not saying be a phony, walking around like a phony, acting like a phony. They're saying act as if. So
internal versus external.
Yeah.
One is external, seeking external validation, which is fake it till you make it. Acting as if is internally feeling validated.
Very important distinction you just made. Yes, that fake it till you, I mean internal and external. One is external validation, one's internal. So for those people that have a pessimistic mindset, that might be watching this that sometimes are thinking, hey, you're an entrepreneur, but you're doing things that you don't have or acting like you don't have or this or that. They're not faking it till they make it. They're not looking for external validation. They're internally believing that they're going to achieve something and they're going out there and doing it. So when I first came across this fake it till you make it, it was when I was in network marketing in Amway, actually. I came across Amway, like act as if they have this 6-figure earner title called Diamond.
All right.
Right. You make about $250K a year starting, 250 to 500-ish, and you continue. So like it was act as if, and I was like, then some guy said fake it till you make it. And I'm like, well, I'm not like faking as if like I'm some, millionaire when I'm talking to people, but when I'm going to sit down with somebody face to face and I'm talking to them about business, am I going to act hood, weird? Am I going to kind of act like, what if I was earning 7 figures? How would I act? How would I talk? How would I present myself? How would I stand in line at a Dunkin' Donuts? How would I, and I'm not believing that I'm better than other people or anything. I'm still going to stand in line, but like, how would I act day to day? Let's start incorporating that today. So that's the growth that I had to learn. And I quickly understood the distinction, and I didn't hate on it. In the very beginning when I heard it, I was also a little weary about the thought process of the term, but then I quickly learned, hey, listen, you got to believe first before you see, kind of like how you were talking about.
100%. You have to believe before you actually see it in the physical world, because everything exists in our mind before it's created in reality.
It's correct.
A lot of major religions or thought process, right? The higher power used their mind and thought all of this into existence. Correct. And created with their mind. So many religions kind of say that in different types of fashions, but we create our reality with our thoughts.
Yep.
And with our feelings and with our beliefs. And it's the same thing with success. You have to put yourself operating the way that you believe someone at that whatever goal you're trying to hit would do.
Correct.
And you're doing it in your own brain. It doesn't need to always be shared with every single person either. There's 2 schools of thoughts with goal sharing. Some people say you always have to share it externally and put it in public. And there's some advantages sometimes to that. But once in a while, I think it is good to keep things to yourself. Keep it between yourself and your own subconscious mind. And maybe if you have like a mentor or like a success partner or something like that, then you can kind of share with an accountability person.
Absolutely.
That would probably be my suggestion for people, like how you can actually action and create this thought process. First of all, you have to believe that anything's possible in the world. Any single person can achieve any level of success.
Right.
To your point, you don't want to think you're better than anyone. Exactly. You didn't think you were better than anyone. You just thought what you were going for was possible.
Correct.
So it didn't limit anyone else, and it didn't come across cocky. It's just you're believing for more in your life and carrying yourself in a way that you believe someone at that level would be doing.
Absolutely.
And you created all of that in your mind.
Yep.
You thought with your brain, what exactly activities would a 7-figure earner be doing? And then you acted as if, and you attracted more success into your life through that process.
Correct.
You didn't just go out there and just start doing the activities and then just say, well, maybe I'll get these 7-figure results. You had to think about the end result prior to doing the what. Like a lot of people focus on like, how am I going to get this level of success? How am I going to get that? You just have to focus on the result, the what, and then say, I'm going to go ahead and get this what. Correct. And you'll do the natural actions.
Exactly.
It's a psychological shift.
You never know how in business. So many people think, I need to know every single thing before I start. And then they get a paralysis analysis.
Paralysis.
They G out. They never do it. So like something we've done in business is we've just dived in and figured things out.
Acted as if.
And what's that phrase? It's be, do, have versus have, do, be. So in our specific industry, there's people that are like, if I have this upfront of 100K, then I'm going to do this and I'll be this for you guys. And then they say this, like, I have this. And it's like, wow, like, it's like, if you had 100K, it would really do something right now and you would succeed in solar more than you are today. And then there's other people with a mindset of, and it's not just solar, it's anything. If I have this Lamborghini, then I'm going to, do this and then I'm going to be this successful person. Oh, it's easy for you to do it. You
need to be, do, then have.
Yeah. Some people say it's easy for you to recruit because you have a Lambo, or it's easy for you to do this because you have a mansion, or it's easy for you to. So it's not easy. Those people that have those things are because they did the be, do, have. They became the person that they needed to be. They did the actions on a day-to-day basis, and then they have the results. They saw it in their mind, just like you're saying, that then they created it in real life. Even for those people that aren't the happiest in their life, that are living, let's say, a mundane day-to-day things that they don't like, it's just because of their belief. They're trapped in their mind. They're doing exactly what they think they're capable of, or what they're, let's say, worthy of in this world. And they're manifesting and living that life. And I don't mean that in a bad way to people that feel as if they're stuck, but you don't need to know the how. I never knew the how in any of the businesses that I've ever done in the past. Yes. I always just had the tenacity and I'm going to do what it takes. I'm going to learn. I will sit down and learn from people that are successful. I'll ask them questions, whatever, but we'll figure it out and we'll win. That's the thought process that I've had. I haven't came into a business and said, oh, this could be a problem, or that could be a problem, or what about this, or what about, and then just get paralysis and then go back to a 9-to-5 and just be stuck there for 40 years.
100%.
So you have to take the leap at some point, and you're not going to have the answers. They say Napoleon Hill's book, even if it's Think and Grow Rich or Law of Success, it says that, if you're in perfect harmony with the goal or the direction, the single goal direction that you want to go into, then the world conspires and works, in your advantage. Even if it's prayer of God, if you don't know exactly what direction you're going in, and how is the prayer supposed to help you,
You have to know what you want. That's another thing. A lot of people don't know what they want.
That's a problem.
A lot of people just go through life with no target, no destination. It's like a ship leaving a port without a destination. They'll end up wherever the freaking wind blows. And the wind ain't always going to blow you in the right direction. It might blow you in a Bermuda Triangle with a bunch of sharks, and you might get caught up with. So you got to be careful, especially in today's world with AI and all the advancements. Everything is there for you to go and become millionaire, billionaire, whatever level of success you want to be.
Correct.
You have to believe it, though. The idea of creativity, creating something in your mind. A lot of people use substance abuse or pornography or, whatever, crutch, like alcohol, drugs, whatever. And that limits the creative self.
Yep.
Like if you're going to bed at night, watching bad junk on the computer, whatever that is, or drugs or alcohol, and you're not taking any time to be creative and to think about where you are, think about what you want, think about what you need to feel to attract those things into your life.
That's correct.
You're disconnecting from that pituitary gland, that creativity that you have, that connection to the source, right? To God, higher power, whatever you want to call it, that Holy Spirit. A lot of religions call it different types of things, but it's all similar. It's right. Planting the idea in your subconscious brain, having that belief, and then you'll develop that willpower from that.
Yep.
From that burning desire to achieve that result.
Correct. The hustle is sold separately in all these businesses. There's people that want it, but then there's people that go out there and do it. There's professional athletes in sports. They're at the position that they are because they went out and they did it. They worked every single day. They showed those clips and reels. You've probably heard of Kobe being on practice in the courts at 4 a.m., being there before everybody, 3 a.m., getting those shots in. So there's a reason why he was as good as he is. And it goes with entrepreneurship. It goes with business. You do have to put yourself in the frame of identity, be the person that you want to be, do the actions, and have the results.